Om Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah. Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavat Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्. We are seeing Bhagavad Gita chapter 1. We've reached up to Shloka number 19. Sagosho dhartarashtranam hridayani vyadarayat nabhascha pruthavim chaiva tumulo vyanunadayan. The battleground filled up with all different types of sounds which were heard in the heavenly worlds, and in the entire earth started reverberating with the sounds of conch and kettle drums and so on and so forth. So in this way, this is the sign of the starting of the war. Continuing, atha vyavasthitan drushtva धार्तराष्ट्रान् कपिध्वजः प्रवृत्ते शस्त्रसम्पाते धनुरुद्यम्य पाण्डव ऋषिकेशं तदा वाक्यम् इदमाह महीपते. So over here it's 2.5 shloka, so that's why the meter ended in the half. So atha, then what happens now, continuing from what has happened up to now, the sounds filling up the battlefield. Atha kapidvajaha, Arjuna's name is one of the names of Arjuna in Mahabharata is Kapidvajaha, especially in Bhagavad Gita. Kapi meaning monkey, Dvaja meaning flag, the one whose flag bears an insignia of a monkey. And this monkey is none other than actually Hanumanji. So during the Treta Yuga, when Hanumanji helped Lord Rama vanquish the demon Ravana, so many people got instructions from Lord Rama. Hanumanji also wanted, so Bhagavan Sri Ram told Hanumanji that I will be coming back in the Dwapar Yuga, and Hanumanji, being one of the Chiranjeevis, he said, you find this Arjuna and you jump on top of his chariot, and on this one fateful day I am going to reveal the truths, the hidden truth, and you can get a chance to hear that. So Hanumanji actually seated on top of Arjuna's chariot, and when Bhagavan narrates this Bhagavad Gita, Hanumanji partakes this divine nectarine philosophy of Advaita, Amrita, Bhagavad Gita, the nectarine philosophy, the essence of the Upanishads, Advaita teaching. So Arjuna's name is Kapidvajaha Pandavaha, again Arjuna. So atha kapidvajaha Pandavaha. Over here, Vyavastitan Dhartarashtranam, the entire assembly over there, the Vyavastitan, all people arrayed over there ready to fight, Dhartarashtranam of Dhritarashtra, the entire army of Dhritarashtra arrayed in front of him, Shastra Sampate Pravrutte Društva, all of them endowed with all types of weapons and ready to fight, Pravrutte Shastra Sampate, desirous to begin this war and start this war fighting. Društva, having seen that, over here it is said, Društva Dhanur, Arjuna endowed with weapon over here, he Udyamya, Dhanuhu Udyamya, having picked up his bow and arrow ready to fight, that Arjuna Mahipate Hrishikesham, the Lord of the earth, Mahipate, Mahi, Mother Earth, Lord, Pate, Lord. So Bhagavan Narayana is, in the Vaikuntha, it is Shri Devi, and when he incarnates, so Shri Devi and Bhudevi are his two consorts. So over here, Arjuna is addressing Bhagavan Vedvyas ji through these words of Arjuna, is remembering that Lord Bhagavan is not just Bhagavan Krishna, Mahipate, Lord of this earth, and Hrishikesham. And Bhagavan's another name over here is Hrishikeshaha. Tada idam vakyam aha. He uttered these words. So, in this way, Bhagavan Krishna, Arjuna addresses Bhagavan Krishna. What does he address? What does he address to Bhagavan? Arjuna uvacha senayorubayor madhye ratham stapaya mechyuta yavadetanariksheham yoddukamanavasthitan kairmaya sahayodavyam asmin ranasamudyame. So, Arjuna speaks to Bhagavan Krishna. He addresses Lord and he says, Hey Achyuta. This is also, again, Hrishikeshaha. Bhagavan, the one who has beautiful hair, and so many different names are there. But over here, when he first addresses Bhagavan, says over here, Achyuta. Beautiful name for Bhagavan, Chutam na vidyatiti Achyutaha, the one who never falls, the one who never errs, the one who is ever victorious. And that is the name that he uses to address Bhagavan. Hey Achyuta, Senayoho Ubayoho Madhye, between the two armies, the two senas, over here, the Kaurava side and then the Pandava side, O Lord, between the two of them, Ratham Sthapaya. He's saying, Arjuna says to Bhagavan, please place this chariot between the two armies. And having done that, he says over here, Maya Kaihi Saha Yodhavyam Asmin Ranasamudyame. I want to see Kaihi Maya, with whom do I have to Saha Yodhavyam Asmin Ranasamudyame. In this eve of this battle, who do I have to fight? Oh Lord, I want to see that Yavad Etan Nirikshe Ham. I want to see, take my chariot between the two armies, and on this eve of this battle, let me see with whom I have to fight. Yoddukaman avastitan, those people who have arrayed over here with a desire to fight, desire to get into this battle. Let me see who have assembled over here desirous to fight. So Arjuna is asking Bhagavan, take this chariot, place between uh, the two armies. Let me see who has assembled over here, and with whom do I have to fight. Our life is a battlefield. And before we get into battle, it's important to know what we are getting into. Symbolically, this represents when we embark upon the journey of our life every day and we start our day. The events which unfold in our life are brought upon by prarabdha. And we should closely observe the prarabdha. With what do I have to deal with today? And Arjuna is asking Bhagavan Krishna, who do we ask? We have to ask our own Nishchayatmika Buddhi within. Oh charioteer, help me make sense of this world. It's a very simple shloka and very simple commentary is given. But like I said, from the standpoint of sadhana, I have mentioned throughout this, that the sadhana over here through these shlokas is how do we internalize the words of Bhagavad Gita for us to grow. So we should also have a close observation, examination of our prarabdha. Upanishads also are interested in teaching us the same thing. The ones who have examined their life and when they have grown in it through examination, and when we understand that we just simply have to do our duty and move on, what is born out of that is vairagya, dispassion. Pariksha lokan karmachidan brahmanaha nirvedamayat. Mundaka Upanishad says, Pariksha lokan. So like Arjuna says, oh Lord, place this chariot between the two armies. We also every day have to lead the chariot of the body in this world. It's important for us to also know who we are dealing with. The prarabdha which arrives in front of us. People, situations, the world around us. All these things we have to learn to observe. Nirvedamaya. Only through observation and proper deliberation we will rise in dispassion, vairagya. That in doing, in engaging in this world, by krutena akruta na prapya, by doing some limited action, krutena akruta, that which is beyond action, we cannot attain. What is meant is, we will never ever gain the kingdom of bliss by action. But with action, we can accept our duties, responsibilities. And by accepting and learning to work with it, our inner equipment will become silent. And it will allow us to have a richer examination. And the unborn truth will be known within. It has to be known. And this is what a spiritual analysis of this shloka leads us to. Yotsyamananaveksheham ya etetra samagataha dhartarashtrasya durbuddhehe yodde priyachikirshavaha. So, it's saying over here, Yotsyamanana. Yotsyaman, those who have assembled with a desire of fighting. Yoddumichanti. Yotsyamananam. Avekshe, having seen them. Aham ya ete atra samagataha. All of these assembled, ete, all of them, atra, here in this battlefield, samagataha, all assembled over here, dhartarashtrasya durbuddhehe, this durbuddhi of Dhritarashtra, who have yuddhe priyachikirshavaha, they have all assembled over here to please the durbuddhi of Dhritarashtra. So, Pandavas were willing to settle for this world. Pandavas were willing to settle and not have the war. They even sent Bhagavan Krishna as a liaison, as a well-wisher, that let's not fight. And Bhagavan goes as a messenger. But the durbuddhi of Dhritarashtra is not willing to negotiate. The greatest negotiator, Bhagavan, tells Dhritarashtra what all things are at stake and what can happen. But that Dhritarashtra, Duryodhan, father and son, what to do? That Duryodhan even goes as far as to capture Bhagavan, tie him up and put him in a dungeon. He tried to bind Bhagavan. The messenger who goes over there, they tried to insult the messenger. And at that time, Bhagavan clearly said, it's not going to happen. And Bhagavan said, we will see you in the battlefield. So over here, the durbuddhi, the intellect, the crooked intellect of Arjuna has assembled all these people on his behalf to fight for him. And Yotsyamananam, all of them assembled over there wishing to please in this battle this evil minded son of Dhritarashtra, this Duryodhan. Now, when we get into the battle over here, when we try to fight, you know, if we fight, we will never ever be the winner. With our own prarabdha, or if we fight this world, we will not be the winner. So, what we have to do is we have to work with the situations at hand. Bhagavan also did not want to fight. But what happened is, war is inevitable. They were not willing to negotiate. So Bhagavan says, okay, if war is what you want, war is what we will have to give you. What else? But for sadhana in our life, everything is an uphill battle. But we need not take it as a battle. What we have to do is accept it as a challenge to work with situations presented to us. That is what we have to take from this. If we cry, war, 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 and my terrible prarabdha, my terrible fate, my terrible destiny, then we are not doing justice to the human spirit. Bhagavan was also tied. Duryodhan tried to tie Bhagavan. He freed himself, cut asunder all the shackles, looked at them and said, "I will see you on the battlefield." So, people will insult us. People will, the world will talk about us. The world is very difficult. But we have to live in that same world. So what we have to do is we have to put our best foot forward, and putting the best foot forward, we have to do namaskar to the very internal guide Bhagavan, and ask Bhagavan, "Oh Lord, help me navigate this life." This is what we need to do. Continuing, Sanjaya uvacha eva mukto ऋषिकेशो गुडाकेशेन भारत सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये स्थापयित्वा रथोत्तमम्. So over here, eva muktaha, in this way, when Bhagavan Krishna was addressed, who? Gudakeshena Rishikeshaha. By Gudakesha, none other than Arjuna. Gudakesha, there are so many different meanings over here. Gurudev gives the two popular ones. The one who is a conqueror, Gudakesha, the one who is the conqueror of sleep. And then Guda Kesha also means that Kesha hair, that Guda hair is tightly tied up in the head, so that when the warrior who has the long hair goes out, the hair doesn't disturb. So the hair is all tied back. So different meaning. So eva mukta gudakesh eva muktah gudakeshena hrishikeshah to Bhagavan Krishna. Hey Bharata. Now Sanjay is addressing who? Bharata over here is Dhritarashtra. So he's addressing Senayor Ubayor Madhye, in the middle of the two armies, Sthapayitva, having placed this chariot. Arjuna addressed Bhagavan, take it over there. Bhagavan took it over there, and over here it is said Sthapayitva, having placed over there Rathottama, the best among the chariot. Now, there are so many reasons why it is one of the best chariot. Ek to, the one reason is Agni Bhagavan had given this chariot to Arjuna. So, this is not an ordinary chariot. It is a chariot of Agni. And you know, wherever fire flows, it is going to blaze everything in its way. Another reason why it's Ratha Uttama, the best among the chariot. The second reason is this chariot, gift of Agni Bhagavan, is manned by the charioteer is none other than Bhagavan Krishna. What else? Number one, it is a chariot presented by the fire god, and the best among the charioteer is best among the knower of the truth itself, none other, the truth incarnated as Purna Bhagavan Krishna. So Rathottama. In this way, Bhagavan Krishna being the Sarathi of the chariot, and the chariot being a gift from Agni Bhagavan during the Dahanam of the Khandava forest, it was presented by the Agni Bhagavan. So this Rathottama, the best among the chariots, came into the battleground and is placed in between the two armies. Bhishma Drona Pramukhatah Sarvesham cha Mahikshitam Uvacha Partha Pashyetan Samavetan Kuruniti. So Bhagavan now over here say, hey Partha, etan samavetan kuru pashyetan iti. Bhagavan says, Arjuna, all of these over here, tan samavetan, all assembled over here. Who are they? Kurun. They are the best among the Kuru dynasty. Of all the Kuru dynasty, iti Bhagavan uvacha. Bhagavan addressed to Arjuna in this way. And who are they? Bhishma, Drona, Pramukhatah. Bhishma over there as Bhishma Mahapita, the great descendant of the Bharata Vamsha and the Kuru Vamsha. And in this way, Bhishma, Drona, Dronacharya ji. So Dronacharya and Bhishma Mahapita, Pramukhatah, they are the foremost. And Sarvesham cha Mahikshitam. You watch all of these Sarvesham Mahikshitam, these rulers of this planet Earth, all these various kingdoms that they rule over, these great kings have assembled all over here. Watch all of them. So Arjuna is, Bhagavan Krishna tells Arjuna, watch all of them. Tatra pashyat sthitan partha pitrunatha pitamahan Acharyan Matulan Bhratrun Putran Pautran Sakhims Tatha. All of these who have assembled over here, hey Parth, Bhagavan is saying, hey Parth, Pashyetan, watch all of them. And who's Parth? So Prutha Putra, he's the son of Prutha, Kunti. One of the names is Kunti Bhoj. His daughter is known as Kunti, and she was also known as Prutha, another name. So Partha, born out of Prutha, is Partha. So in this way, Partha, the in Shivratri we make little lingas out of clay, and it is called Parthiva Linga, meaning born out of earth. So little earth lingas. So Parth is the best that has been produced of Mother Earth. After all, we are all nothing but packets of clay. One day, all going to be reduced to ashes. So Partha tatra pashyat sthitan Pitrunatha Pitamahan, all these fathers and forefathers and grandfathers and all of them, Acharyan, they are all the teachers, and uh, Acharyan, Matulan, maternal uncles, Bhratrun, all of the sons, Sakhims Tatha, and all the friends, and all of them assembled. Watch all of them who all are over here. So, uh, we will continue from here on. The next shloka also continues as to who all have assembled, and then all of a sudden we will see what Arjuna thinks when he is looking at it. Bhagavan is describing each one of these people who have assembled over here. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayaha, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरि ओम.